I've come up with a solution for the berry malting Brahma. What we'll do, she didn't look good this morning. I thought she looked a bit stressed and sort of a bit concerned about whether she's going to manage her malting. Tonight, once it's dark, I'll take a box down with straw in, big enough for 2 chickens, a cardboard box, and I will put her in it with her sister, so she's got extra body warmth next to her, and close the box up with ventilation, and leave them down there because it doesn't need to be over dramatic. They don't need to come into a very hot house. It's not really good for them, but leave them down there enclosed in the box so that they're protected from the elements and because it's very open, that chicken coop. Which is a healthy way to keep chickens rather than enclosed in a wooden coop where they get hot and humid and whatever. But it's not, she's not really coping very well. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put her in a box. I think I pointed out the other day the straw that's being pulled up at the bottom of the door, and I'm convinced, because it's there every day and I keep moving it, I'm convinced somebody's trying to dig in because that door has warped at the bottom. So Mark and I this afternoon will go down and try and find a solution to that. I think I need to find a way to close the gap or block the gap, because I think something's trying to get in. So I'm going to do that. I have made, I'm halfway through making the leek and potato soup, and then realised, because what I do is I start making something, I start reading a recipe and think, oh, I've got that, oh, okay, I'll do that. I get halfway down and halfway through cooking and discover that I should have, I thought so as well, I should have cream, and I hadn't got any cream. So I've been out and bought cream. I've fancied chicken. I'm just looking, I can see the chickens out there. Fancied chicken. My daughter had cooked a whole chicken in her new Ninja the other day, and I was sort of a bit envious of that. I like cooking a whole chicken, and I like having it, some of it with salad and a baked potato, and I thought I'd do that today. So I didn't buy chicken. I went into what's now called the Quick Mart, which was the Wheat. And she does some nice food in there. She does organic meat, and she doesn't overstock. But there wasn't any chicken. I mean, it's really difficult to get chicken nowadays. Still, I think with all the avian flu we had, and still may do, I don't know. With all the avian flu, it means that, getting chicken is really difficult, especially good quality chicken. I could have bought a budget chicken in Intermarché a couple of days ago and didn't. And what I've ended up with today is pre-cooked chicken legs, which are also probably budget chicken. And I thought, oh, whatever. So I've bought chicken legs. So we're going to have that with salad and a baked potato this evening. And we'll have the leek and potato soup today with, don't go away, with today's bread. Quite pleased with it. It's one of the better ones that I've made recently. I am nearly at the bottom of the spelt flour, thank goodness. That is half the problem. So I'm hoping that this will be a much more open crumb. What we've been having, the crumb's not been particularly open. It didn't look good when I got it out of the fridge, and when I put the slices in it, it opened up, and I think that's a sign of overproving if I've understood what they're telling me. But it's come out okay. It'll be nice. So we'll have that with the leek and potato soup for lunch, and then the chicken tonight. Benoit came. He is the only male nurse in our team of nurses, and he was here this morning, and it's really nice. The nurses, they're all very different, but Benoit's really chatty, which is nice, and Francois, who was here on the first day, which would have been Friday, I think she was here Friday. She's very chatty, very lively. The nurse that came on Monday hardly says a word, and it's really, I don't know whether she's shy or what, but it's really stilted. It's like, But he was here, he's done a blood test, had an awful job trying to get blood out of Mark. Mark doesn't give blood easily. Done a blood test, done the dressing, and we've agreed that I will do the dressing on Friday, which means that Mark can have a shower before I do that, because if the dressing gets wet, it doesn't matter because I'll take it off and replace it. So I'll do the dressing on Friday, and then they will come on Monday to remove every other staple, and then Benoit will come on Wednesday to remove the final staples and do another blood test. So, and I don't know what happens once the staples are out. I don't know how long, really, again, if it continues to remain a good clean wound, which it has done all the way through, I don't see any reason for them to come unless there's a problem, or yeah, and it doesn't look like there will be. But it depends on how it looks once the staples have been out for a day or so. So maybe they will continue to come, and for next week, and then the following week I can take over and do the dressings. I mean, they don't come till around 10 o'clock, so it's not too bad, but it is a pain in the bum. Just like, you've got to get up. You can't do what we sometimes do, which is like, we're up really early hours and then go back to bed and sleep in. It would be quite nice to be able to do that and not have to think, oh God, there's somebody coming. I've had to make myself an alarm because I kept forgetting to give Mark his anticoagulant injection. So I've got a daily alarm now, so I won't forget that. So that's a good thing. That's what's going on here. Jazz is asleep, comme d'habitude, on the sofa over there. It's a nice day. It's bright. I don't know what the weather forecast is, but it's a really nice bright day. So I'm thinking that the chicken will have found warm places for herself, wandering around out there. But yeah, I think settling her down with her warm sister is a good plan. I was trying to work out how I could maybe use the sleeve of an old fleece to slide over her body and get her wings out, but you'd also have to get her legs out, and it's all very complicated, and I don't think I could do that. And Anita, I'm not a knitter. Knit a bloody shawl, my bottom. So yeah, I think that'll work. Keep her warm at night, which means she's not having to use as much energy to try and keep warm, which means that energy can go into growing new feathers. And that is the thing. It's like, that's why they don't lay eggs when they're molting, or this time of the year, because if they're molting, they need all of the nutrition that they're taking in to replace their feathers, not make eggs. So yeah, there's a reason for it all, allegedly. I think that's it. Yeah, that is it. That is it. Bit short, but that's okay. You'll be okay with that, won't you? And I'll be back again eventually with something else to tell you, I'm sure. Okay, have a good day.